Have you ever had the frustrating problem of working with a non-stretch fabric such as a waterproof fabric and a stretch fabric such as a fleece? And the stretch fabric does just that. It stretches, and it stretches longer than the non-stretch fabric. I got a simple trick to teach you to make sure you never have this problem. When you're working with stretch fabrics and non-stretch fabrics, you really want to make sure that the stretch fabric doesn't stretch out too much, or you end up with one piece being shorter than the other. In order to avoid this, I put the stretchy fabric on top and the non-stretch fabric on the bottom. Then I'm going to do a simple baste stitch around the entire outside of the garment. In order to do that, I'm going to set my stitch to the straight stitch. I'm going to set my stitch length to 4, the longest stitch that I have, and I'm going to set the tension down to a 2 to make a very loose stitch. I also like to work with a tool such as my stitch ripper to help push the stretch fabric along while I'm sewing. I find that the right side tends to get a little bit more stretched out than the left side, so gently pushing with the stitch ripper helps to keep the right side even with the left. Now you're ready to sew along the seam line, and because you've added the basting stitch, it's going to hold your two pieces of fabric together so that they move through the sewing machine at the same rate, and you won't have any stretching or bunching at the end. Once you've completed the job, you can remove the basting. You can do this by splitting it up into small sections and then simply taking that top thread and pulling it out. And in the end, you're going to have two pieces of fabric that are sewn together without any stretching or bunching. Be sure to check out the other videos on my YouTube channel to get more tips and tricks for sewing and to learn the joy and creativity of making your own functional dog wear.